If you wanted to pay as much tax as possible in retirement, what would you do? I'm going to show you exactly how. And the scary part, a lot of people are already doing it. People assume taxes will go down in retirement, but in reality, for a lot of Canadians, retirement is actually when taxes peak. Why, you ask? Well, because multiple income streams start stacking up. People don't plan the timing of that income, and then you've got government clawbacks, which is really just another form of taxation. So let me show you, if you really wanted to get this wrong, how do you pay the most taxes possible? First mistake is to wait until age 71 to touch your RRSP. Don't touch it for 10, 15, even 20 years. Let it grow untouched, then convert it to, at age 71 to a RRIF, and now you're forced to start withdrawing. You lose total control over the timing. Income starts to stack whether you like it or not. While you might feel like you were being clever, kicking that tax can down the road, you didn't avoid taxes, you just delayed paying them, and then you concentrated them. Mistake number 2, stack all of your income at the same time. This is where people really get into trouble. They turn everything on at once. CPP, OAS, pension income, RRIF withdrawals. Now you've got, let's say, $40,000 in pension income, $15,000 of CPP, $8,000 of OAS, and you layer on the RRIF withdrawals and suddenly you're at $90,000 plus in income. And don't forget, we have a progressive tax system here where the more money you make, the higher the percentage tax you pay. That's what a marginal tax bracket is. The taxation rate on the last dollar that you earn. So when everything stacks, you move into that higher tax bracket faster and you lose more to tax. And right at that same level, roughly around $95,000, you start to trigger that OAS clawback, which means the government starts taking back the OAS that they just gave you. So yes, retirement can quietly become a tax problem. And here's the part that most people don't think about. One day, you are going to die. I guarantee you. And then when that happens, your RRIF becomes fully taxable as income. So if you've got, say, $1 million RRIF, that entire amount is treated like taxable income in the year of death. And then you add the CPP, the OAS, and suddenly you're in the highest tax bracket, over 50%. This is where all of that deferral catches up. Don't make CRA your biggest beneficiary. Mistake number 3, only take the minimum RRIF withdrawals. Now, this might sound smart, but just take the minimum, lowest taxes, but then it backfires because those minimum withdrawals can be too low earlier on, which means your RRIF keeps growing. And that growth leads to larger forced withdrawals later on in life when you may not even need the money. It also leads to a bigger tax bill later. And here's the irony. The years when you're younger in retirement, when you've got health, you've got energy, that's when you actually want to be spending. Not at age 95 when travel is harder, priorities change, and hey, frankly, you're not buying green bananas anymore since you may not have enough time for them to ripen. Let's pull all this together. If you really want to maximize your taxes in retirement, delay everything. Stack all of your income later in life. Take only the minimums from your RRIF and ignore the end result. Do all of that and you'll end up with higher lifetime taxes, less net worth, less wealth, less control, and likely less enjoyment of your money along the way. And even with all that, CRA still won't send you a thank you card. Now, obviously, I'm saying all this in jest. So what should you actually do? You should coordinate your income, smooth it out over time, manage those tax brackets, align your RRIF with your other assets, and adjust the plan as you go. This isn't a one-time decision. It's something you're going to want to revisit and refine year after year because life changes, markets change, tax rules change, and your plan should change along with them because planning matters. That's exactly what we do. We build a plan and then we adjust it over time to get the best possible outcome, which usually means after-tax income, more flexibility, better living, and yes, less going to CRA. And really, isn't that the goal? If you found this helpful, subscribe. And just maybe we'll be able to help you to live for today while planning for that better tomorrow.